What's up, guys? The sun is about to set, but I just pulled up all of these garlic. If you remember, I planted, well, I didn't plant elephant garlic here. I planted elephant garlic here last year, forgot to harvest it when I came back from a mission trip, and then they all started sprouting in clumps, and so I went ahead and popped them out because they were yellowing and they wouldn't have bulbed up if I left them together, because they were like 10 per clump, and I separated them enough to fill out this whole 40-foot bed in about 2 rows. Some of them have 3, but then as I've been gradually coming out here and fertilizing every 2 weeks, I keep seeing new garlic sprouts come up, and so I've just been separating them to make sure that I have a good amount of space, probably a finger length apart, as you can see. And then if I see any of them popping up in between where I want them to go, I've just been moving them and putting them in a different location. And so I went through just now, and I'm sorry, I'm pulling up these weeds. So I went through just now as I was looking at my garlic and saw that I had all of these extra garlic planted. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put this elephant garlic. I do think some of them are not elephant garlic, but I'm gonna go ahead and just plant them on the opposite side of this netting going down. Reason being, instead of making another row, is because this is where I want to plant my dwarf tomatoes at, on this trellis, and I'm gonna plant them on this side. So I didn't want another row of garlic, but I could put the row of garlic on this side, is what I'm thinking, and possibly help with bug pressure, is what I'm hoping to be able to do. But we'll see if that's how it turns out. This is kind of like putting all my eggs in one basket, because this is the only place that I have garlic. If I have garlic in other places, it's because it's popping up. I didn't purchase any seed garlic this year, and then so that's why I was so happy when I saw that I had this elephant garlic popping up, and I was able to get this 40-foot in-ground bed planted full of garlic. And it seems the more, there's a cardboard here that's breaking down. It seems the more we go on throughout the season, more garlic keeps popping up. But I'm assuming eventually, at a certain point, I'll stop seeing new sprouts of garlic, and it would just, the ones I've already planted will just start to grow. Ooh. Because garlic won't be ready to harvest until probably about, I think, June or July. Last year when it was time to harvest garlic, I harvested some and it was too early, so then I decided to leave it in the ground. And then when I came back from my mission trip, I kind of forgot about them, and then they kind of just disappeared, and they stayed dormant all throughout the summer, and then the remaining of the summer, and then the fall. And then once it cooled off, it all started to sprout back up, which is so crazy that you could do that. And they were turning yellow. And once I started fertilizing them, they've greened right up. It's actually a couple days later. We've already had my daughter's birthday party, and now it's the next day. I am outside. I didn't get a chance to come out the next day and plant these cabbages, but I'm out here now, and I have my torch, my blowtorch, and I have my square for gardening square. This bed is 3 feet by 15 feet, so it's 3 feet wide, 15 feet long. I said in the previous video that I could fit 45 brassicas in here if I'm doing them in the square for gardening method. So I don't know if I have 45 cabbages, cauliflowers, and let's see, cauliflower, cabbage, and broccoli, but we shall see. I'm gonna go ahead and get them planted because they've been living inside my hoop house and it's not getting the most amount of sun, and I just feel like they're growing really slow. So I'm gonna get them into this bed, and how I'm gonna do that is right down here. Let's see, I have the seeding square, and if you are using square foot gardening method and you just want to plant 1 per square foot, there's the center right here. And how I'm gonna mark that is I'm gonna try and poke a little hole and then burn it. So that I know that that was, yep, got it right there. Now the next one, I'm just gonna do that all over. And then one more down here. So you can see I have my 3 holes down here, and I'm going to do that going all the way down the bed until I get 15 down each row, which is 45. Can I just say how great that looks? I haven't even planted anything yet, and I think it looks amazing already. So I got this off of Amazon. I can probably link this. I'm gonna be using this a lot this spring, and well, still in winter, but coming spring and summer, to burn holes into this landscape fabric all over there. I'm gonna go ahead now and start planting the brassicas into this bed. So I'm gonna start with the broccoli. So I'm gonna take it out this tray. And I'm gonna see if I can pull them out whole. This first broccoli is imperial broccoli, and I actually saw this being sold inside when I was at Tractor Supply. They had a 6-pack of this broccoli, and it said it was great for in the heat. I've never grown it before. This was my first year with the seeds. So hopefully it does good, because it does get here, it does get hot pretty fast here. And then even before our spring, like our last estimated, or our first estimated, what is it, our last estimated frost, which is like April 2nd, it still can get really hot leading up to those days, like in the 80s. And so I'm hoping I could get a broccoli harvest, but if I don't, or brassica harvest in general, but if I don't, then definitely I'm gonna replant in the fall, late summer / fall. Ooh. That made me so happy. I got all 45 spots planted. Majority, more than half of the bed is broccoli. Then I went to cabbages, and at the end I have cauliflower. So the only thing I have left in this tray are about 3 Brussels sprouts, and then 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 12 celery. I do not know where I'm gonna put the celery. I wonder if I could put the celery in between these plants. If I could, that would be awesome. I'm gonna have to look that up though before I go ahead and burn holes in this landscape fabric. When I was planting here, I could see some of the spots of the soil was a little dry, and so I'm going to go ahead and water each individual spot, probably with my fertilizer that is the magnesium calcium one, and so that I could give it a little drink while it's in the ground, and we shall see. I have no idea if I'm gonna get a harvest off of these before it gets too hot. I hope I will, but it just feels nice to have like one full bed besides like my garlic planted. So thank you guys for hanging out with me on 2 days, because the first part of this video we were replanting that garlic, which I can turn you around. It's right here, and some of them are looking a little droopy, but that's normal. The other ones did that when I transplanted them as well, but it's supposed to rain in a few days, so they'll bounce back up once they get a good watering and get their roots settled back in, because I did just pull them up. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys next time.